AI is going to play an increasing part in our lives. And I've been thinking about how I feel about the impact it may have on indie filmmaking. I have to be honest and say I've kind of avoided looking into AI with respect to indie filmmaking and, well, in general. My main concerns are around creativity, but there are also concerns around job loss possibilities. I mean, if you can have an AI system which does the work of a writer, a storyboard artist, design, actors, I mean, every aspect of filmmaking potentially could be covered by AI. And I think that's a nightmare scenario, both jobs-wise, because, why pay millions and have hundreds of people when you can have 10 people over in the corner creating it using AI. I mean, it'll be a long, long time before what those 10 people could do would be of a standard that we can do now with humans, the full teams. But, I don't know if I'm overreacting, but it seems to me like there's job security there. But then again, when computing came in, we all thought the same thing would happen, that, lots and lots of people would be out of work. And there were, but they were taken up in other roles. So maybe the same thing will happen with AI. I don't know. I don't feel the confidence around that, or I don't feel confident around that. And there are big issues around intellectual property, big issues around image rights. I mean, things like, with all these things, you have to draw a line somewhere. And for example, if you're using an AI-generated version of me as an actor, what am I entitled to? How much difference does there have to be between my image and the AI-generated image before it's considered something different? So there's a lot of grey area. And writing, I think it'll be a while before writing is at a level that will, well, maybe never. And I think maybe with actors as well. And I'll come to why. I guess there is another concern about, and not just in filmmaking, but I think this concern covers all industries. If artificial intelligence is only as good as what you train it on, then there is the risk that, well, in my mind, there is the risk that big studios could have an undue influence on what AI is trained on, and therefore what it suggests and what it promotes, or not promotes, but what it suggests, the responses you get from your queries will only be as good as what they've been trained on. And that could lead filmmaking down a very narrow path, a very formulaic path. From a business sense, if I was a big studio owner or a big investor in studios, that would potentially be very appealing, because you could really channel a certain type of film that you know is going to be successful, or has the best chance of being successful. But that isn't always the most creative approach. And even though it may appeal in the short term, I don't know, there's something about the lack of creativity which will, I feel, always have a stronger countenance to whatever AI can suggest. Does that make sense? For me, it's going to be a long, 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 long time before to be able to do anything creatively that people can do now. For example, even if you did have AI generate scripts, you'd still need screenwriters to rework them, because it would take a long, long time, and maybe never, before AI can have the nuance that humans do, and imply things with the dialogue and what they write. I don't think they'd be able to pick up on all that. And same with actors. You know, a lot happens between actors in the moment, unscripted, unplanned. I don't know how AI-generated actors could produce that or have those moments happen. Because when you do several takes, one take, if it was you and I, one take, we may react a certain way, and in the next take, just a subtle difference from you or from me gives the scene a whole different flavour and tone and meaning. And I don't think AI can pick up on those things. And I think similar ideas apply to writing, but not just writing. I think it applies to everything. Lighting, cinematography, design, hair and makeup, costume, every department. I think it's that nuanced human creativity that makes great films what they are. And even films that don't work, you have that spark of creativity which may introduce something new, which may not make that film work, but may work fantastically in another film that someone sees in your film. When the team works together, the director, the cinematographer, the writer, the design person, everybody, they throw ideas and challenge each other to make a better film. And one idea may spark an idea in another person, might spark an idea in another person, and it just raises the level of the film. And that creative interchange, I don't think that can happen in AI, and certainly not for a long time. And in my opinion, never. Well, never. I hope it's never. Because there's something very human about it, even when you disagree passionately, and something that I don't think that can be created artificially. So I hope we don't rush to replace too much of the human aspect. I know there'll be certain quarters that will want to do that purely from a financial perspective, and I hope we can resist that. Yeah, that is my hope. Thanks for watching. It'd be great if you could subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. I hope to see you in the next one.